There is something fascinating happening with Enola Holmes 3, and it goes beyond just another sequel announcement. The newly released images do not just confirm the return of Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes, they hint at a version of the character that might finally take a much bigger role in the story. Until now, this franchise has always belonged to Millie Bobby Brown and her portrayal of Enola. And rightly so, because the series was designed to flip the classic detective narrative on its head. Instead of following Sherlock, it explored the world through his younger sister's perspective. But these new images suggest that the balance might be shifting. The first thing that stands out is how present Sherlock feels this time. In earlier films, he often appeared as a supporting figure, someone operating in the background while Enola solved the main mystery. But here, he is right beside her, walking through the streets, observing clues, and clearly involved in the investigation from the start. That alone changes the dynamic completely. At the same time, the tone of the visuals feels different. There is a sense of urgency and danger that was only partially explored before. Enola is seen running through chaos, navigating fire and destruction, while Sherlock appears more focused and intense than ever. This is not just another playful mystery. It feels heavier, more mature, and far more unpredictable. That shift makes sense when you consider how much Enola herself has grown. Over the course of the first two films, she evolved from a curious outsider into a confident detective. Now, in this third chapter, she is no longer just proving herself. She is questioning who she wants to become, and that internal conflict seems to be reflected in everything around her. Her relationship with Tewkesbury also appears to be changing. What once felt light and playful now carries more emotional weight. The images show quieter moments between them, suggesting that their connection is becoming more complex. This is not just about solving mysteries anymore. It is about navigating personal choices, trust, and identity. And right in the middle of all this, Sherlock Holmes becomes even more interesting. Because Cavill's version of Sherlock has always been different from what audiences are used to. He is not as cold or detached as some other interpretations. There is a warmth to him, a sense that he genuinely cares, even if he does not always show it in obvious ways. That approach works perfectly in a story where relationships matter just as much as logic. The new images seem to push that version even further. Sherlock looks more engaged, more invested, and possibly more challenged than before. Instead of being the smartest person in every room, he now feels like part of a team, working alongside Enola rather than ahead of her. That subtle change could be one of the most important developments in the film. Another detail worth noticing is the presence of familiar characters. Enola's mother, Eudoria, is back, which suggests that her influence on the story is far from over. She has always represented independence and rebellion, and her return could play a key role in shaping Enola's decisions in this new chapter. The setting also seems to be expanding. From quiet investigative moments to large-scale chaos, the world of the film feels bigger. There are hints of political intrigue, hidden conspiracies, and situations that go beyond a single mystery. That expansion gives the story more room to grow, allowing both Enola and Sherlock to face challenges that test them in new ways. Behind the scenes, there is another change that could impact the film's direction. With a new director taking over, the visual style and storytelling approach might feel different. That does not necessarily mean abandoning what worked before. Instead, it could mean building on it, taking the characters into deeper and more complex territory. What makes this particularly exciting is how the franchise has managed to stay consistent while still evolving. The first film introduced the world, the second expanded it, and now the third seems ready to redefine it. So, are you excited to see Henry Cavill return as Sherlock Holmes? And do you think Enola Holmes 3 will be the best one yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe for more. Also follow us on Facebook for daily updates. The mystery is just getting started.